Alright, did you notice something about the name in this subtraction strategy? Khadijah?
It's like adding by parts but you subtract.
Yeah, it has the same title, almost, as adding by parts. Mr. Osher?
Also, minus, it has a part of minus and minuend.
Minuend.
And a part of subtract and subtractant.
Yeah, so you're looking at prefixes, huh? Good. Anybody else notice that? Give me a thumbs up if you notice it. Well, I'm actually going to talk about this in a little bit, but let me tell you something about subtraction. Third grade mathematicians. Subtraction deals with having an amount. Like for this amount, we have 438 of something. Let's say 438 silly bands. It's a lot of silly bands, right? But let's just say we have 438 silly bands. Now, something's going to happen to your 438 silly bands, which results in taking them away and then having a smaller amount later. This minuend is your starting amount. A minuend is the first number in a subtraction sentence. The second number is called a subtrahend. Right? So whenever you have a starting amount, you are going to be taking away something from that starting amount in subtraction. Okay. Get ready. Can you see this pretty well? Scoot over a little bit so you can make sure you see it. Third graders, this is subtracting in parts. A strategy that will help you subtract numbers. First, guess what the first procedure is? What do we do first? It's the same in adding in parts. Miss Charlotte?
First, write the second number in expanded form.
We got to write the second number in expanded form, the subtrahend. Just like adding in parts, we write the second number in expanded form. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to write 438 minus, now I'm going to get some colors here. I'm going to break 167 up in expanded form. 100 plus 60 plus 7. Just the same. Writing in that second number, the subtrahend, in expanded form. Now, our next step is to subtract by parts. So here we go. Then, subtract each part from the first number. Okay. Then subtract each part from the first number. I just called the first number so that you don't have to remember. It's kind of a difficult word. Okay. Well, let's continue. Let's start with the hundreds. This 100, Miss Lojane, needs to be subtracted from this 438. So, let's do 438 minus 100. And what is that going to give me? Use your thumbs. Miss Diana?
338.
Ah, good. So 338 is our difference. Okay. when we subtract two numbers, we get a difference. This is called the difference. So now, just like in adding in parts, I use this difference, bring it down here, so I can continue my subtracting. So 338 minus, now I just used the 100, so I can cross that out. But what am I going to subtract now? Khadijah. The tens place value, which is my 60. Wait a minute. Do you notice something? Do you notice that I have to do something special here? I can't just take 60 away from 30, can I? No, I only have 3 tens here. I need to take away how many tens, everybody? 6 tens. Oh, this is kind of difficult for me. I'm not really sure how to do that. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make it easier on myself. I'm going to break this up. I'm going to break it up into something easy for me to take away. I see 3 tens here. Why don't I take 3 tens away first? So, why don't I do this? 338 minus, well, 60 is the same as 30 plus 30. Now can I take away 3 tens easily? Yeah, so I'm going to do that instead. I'm going to take 30 away first and then later 30 again. You'll see why it is an easier way to take away 60. So I'm going to rewrite this 338 minus 30. And what does that give me? Hello, Jane? 308. Okay. Now I have 308. I have to take away another 30. Because I used this 30 right here, but I still have one more 30. So I'm going to do 308 minus 30. Now I find it a little easier to think about taking away 30 from 308 because I have to borrow what? What do you think I have to borrow, Mr. Khaled? If I have no tens here to take away, where am I going to get my tens to take away 3 tens? Well, yeah, I have to take away 30 from 308. Do I have any tens here, Mr. Khaled? Where am I going to get those tens?
60.
I got to take it away from here, my 308. Where am I going to get the tens to put right there? Jose, do you have any idea? Well, those are ones, so I don't have any tens right here. Where do I have tens though? A lot of tens. Actually, 10 tens. Actually, 30 tens.
Whoa.
Where do I have a lot of tens? Turn and talk to your neighbors really quick. Talk about it. Ask why. Tell me why. Okay, mathematicians, bring your eyes and ears back up here. So, everybody tell me, where is there a lot of tens? In the hundreds. There's how many tens are here? Does anybody know how many tens are right there? Justin? 30 tens. Can I take at least 10 tens right here from the 300? Yeah, I can. So when I take away 30, I actually get 260. 278. Now let's check this. Let's check to see if I'm right. If I add 30 to 278, do that in your head really quick. 278 plus 30, what do I get? 278 plus 30, what do I get? Riva? 308. So I did it right. I got the actual, the difference that I need to. Just put it right there. Okay, now I'm going to continue. All right. I got 278. I took away my 60 right here. Now I am going to take away what? What am I going to take away now? I bring the 278 down here. What am I going to take away now? Miss Aisha. Yes, the ones. Okay, now what do I get? 278 minus 7. Mr. Gensa? What do I get? Can you sit down? What do I get when I have 278 minus 7?
271.
271. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is my difference. Ugh. When you add two numbers, what do you get? Everybody tell me. When you add two numbers, you get a sum. When you subtract two numbers, you get a difference. Good. Now, let's review this. All eyes up here. First, we write in expanded form the subtrahend, or second number. Okay, 167, 167. Then you subtract each part from the first number. I subtract first the 100. Got 338. Then, I brought the 338 down here just to organize myself. Then I take away the tens. But it was difficult for me to take away the tens like that. So I broke up the 60 to 30 and 30. Then, lastly, I did 278 minus 7, or the ones. So each time I go step by step and take away each part from 167. All right. Any questions about this strategy? Mr. Ashraf?
When you get the difference, is it actually the difference from the two numbers?
Yeah, it's the number in between. If I, let's say I started at 167 on a number line. 167 on a number line. And I'm walking, how many steps do you think it will take to get to 438? How many steps do I need to take on a number line from 167 to get to 438? Charlotte? 271. That's the difference between these two numbers right here.